All right, so I was just hanging out and thinking and jotting down some notes here that I thought I would share. This seems to be my understanding of how things are in the world. We have man here and woman, which are the hosts of living bodies we know as cells. And they're also hosts to bacteria, viruses, and skin bugs or whatever, those little tiny bugs that eat your dead skin cells, all kinds of stuff. So here we have the head of the body of a man, which is very logical, very calculating, not so much connected to their body as much as a woman is connected to their body. And I have the representation there with hash marks just to show that, it's more physical, it's more emotional, it's more in touch with, regular energies, the third dimension or whatever that we're in. That's not, of the spiritual or of light. So here we have man is the head of marriage, according to the Bible, if you believe the Bible. And here we have the head of the body, which is the head of basically the spiritual man with the physical properties of the body. Same here with the woman, except they're a little bit more in tune, more connected with the body, like neurologically, like I said, emotionally, and all that. Here we have man is the head of the marriage. The host of the offspring is the marriage of man to the body of what those two create, which are the offspring. Head, body, and then we see man is the head of the church. Head, body, connected, and which is the host of congregations of people, which would be like the cells of the body, which also reproduce and make, replacements for the body. And here we have God is the head of man, the Lord of hosts. So all hosts, which means like planets and stars. And yes, and God of hosts, of course, the Most High, the holiest, all-powerful, almighty. Just to mention it, because this is where we're at right now. We have the Yuck Kingdom, which is the dark side, the version of the, hijacked, manipulated, distorted, garbage version of what's really going on. So you have the head of the Satanic Kingdom, his host, so he's the host of these hosts, which are the hosts that spawned these things, and which, you see the backflow here, going down, up, into man, and then you have these things attacking man as well. I think these things have much more capability to affect man than these things. These things have to play chess against the Most High. These things are playing chess against us directly. And that can either take man to the pit, and any man that's in this cloud is not one of his. So these things are seen by the Most High, which is the Lord of. He is the Lord of all this. All this is separate, apart. So eventually, this will all get shoved right there into the pit. We'll never have to see it again, or hear of it, or none of that. It will not affect us whatsoever. So yes, at the very bottom, we have the microbiological, which are, a set of rules unto themselves. It's machinery. Anybody that knows what a virus does, or how bacteria propagate, how they plume up and then die off as they take up all their resources, that's basically what evolutionists are trying to say your life is. It's a plume of all this stuff, and then it'll die up once it gets all the resources, which that's a horrible way to look at things from the bottom up, and trying to put this microbiological frame of mind onto people, and de facto onto things that are above people, everything below people and their creator. And so, yeah, I have a little chart here. We got the holiest, all-powerful, almighty, and then a little less than that is the hosts of heaven, you know, all the angels and stuff. And a lot less than that, you have the head of the church, which would be man, fallible, still under the laws of sin. Well, not under the law of sin, but under the effects of it. You know, you have to die. So a lot less than that, because a little less than that is eternal and not dying and not outside of the will of God. So a lot less than that is, you know, the man, and a little who's the head of the church, and then a little less than that is the congregation. And then a lot less than the previous, because a lot of people in the congregation are a lot, you know, more substantial than just one man and just one woman in a marriage. So a lot less than that previous one. And then the offspring are still learning from their parents, so they're a little less than the previous. And a body, you know, little to no dictation powers. It's a lot less than everything. It's physical. It's the flesh. It's just, it's here. We're made out of the dust of the earth. Okay, so it's the potter's clay. This is the clay. How he made you physically is the clay. How he makes you spiritually is what grows out of the pot. And if I understand correctly, that's how it is. So there's a good picture of man and woman and the relationship that they should have to each other. Woman's more connected with the body, host of offspring, host of congregation, host of other hosts. Okay? God is the head of man, the head of, you know, all things. Jesus Christ is the King of Kings and Lord of Lords, which is also the Lord of hosts. He's our head. Man is the head of the church. The church is the head of the man, and also the head of the body. When man and woman get together, the two become one flesh. And I don't want to draw that. It's too many hash marks. And but yeah, you get the idea. So, you know, hopefully this is just like a little graphical representation. Well, I guess it would be more of like a word map or some sort of flow chart. But yeah, it's something to think about. And that's why I'm making videos, to think about stuff with people, of course. Hallelujah, and have a nice day.